Hi and welcome to another episode of the Brew Quest. Today's style is the New England IPA, and today's beer is Green by Treehouse. So Treehouse is a brewery out in Massachusetts, and it's pretty hyped up. I've seen a lot of posts about Treehouse on internet, mainly Instagram, Reddit, and Untappd. And I did a Treehouse beer, Julius, which if you want to check it out, links up here. And I forgot that it was a New England IPA as well. So I kind of did a New England IPA before I did it for the Brew Quest portion of the series. And well, I'm doing it now. And the good thing is that a lot of people say this beer, Green, is actually a lot better than Julius. They actually prefer it. So I'm not too sure what to think. I wasn't necessarily blown away by Julius, if you remember that video, and I think it's because I don't know what IPAs are supposed to taste like. You know, as I drink more IPAs, as I drink more beer, I drink more styles, I'm trying to get a feel for what each style is supposed to be, and these are very good examples, and hopefully I kind of get used to the bitterness that comes in IPAs in general, and hopefully I get to try these again, and once my palate is kind of more refined and I can actually enjoy that bitterness to the beer. Or maybe not, maybe I'll never get used to it. Who knows, right? But I'm gonna drink this because I got sent this in that trade I mentioned before, and I'm very interested to see how this turns out. I'm very interested to see if this is actually better than Julius, but to be honest, I don't think I'm gonna be able to tell. But it's gonna be fun. It's going to be interesting to see if I can, and I'm going to enjoy it. But before we pour out this beer, before we get to smell it, taste it, let's read a little bit about New England IPAs. So on the BJCP study guide, style guide, under the history portion, it says, a modern craft beer style originating in the New England region of the United States. Alchemist Heady Topper, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, is believed to be the original example and inspiration for many other interpretations that grew in popularity in the early to mid 2010s. Brewers are continuing to innovate and evolve the style, with the style trending towards a less bitter presentation to the point of making a mockery of the term IPA. So that's pretty interesting, mainly because I might actually like New England IPAs now, because if they're trending more towards less bitterness, it might be that stepping stone I need to get into the style itself. Which is great, because like I said before, I love the smells of pale ales and IPAs, especially like American IPAs, because that floral notes, that piney smell, just smells great. Love that smell. It's just bitterness that I need to get over next. But yeah, let's pour this beer out. I can't wait to see what it's gonna taste like, and hopefully it's good. So I'll see you guys right after this. And we're back. One thing I forgot to mention in the intro portion of this video is that you're supposed to drink IPAs fresh, and because of that, I forgot to check the canning date, which happens to be August 13th, 2019. So this beer at this moment is about 2 months old. I'm not too sure if that's too long, so maybe the beer doesn't taste as well, it might just be because this is an old can. I think we're okay though. I think we're okay. I'm not too sure. Also, I forgot. There's a nice description on the back of this beer. So it's made with Galaxy hops. Interesting. So when I poured out this beer, that aroma really hits you in the face. Nice citrusy aroma, not necessarily piney, but citrusy. Smells a little bit like pineapples, I think, and maybe oranges. I don't know. I want to get a very good smell, so let's smell it. Yeah, I'm getting like pineapple, citrus. Maybe not like an orange, but definitely something that reminds me of pineapple. Very tropical smell. But you also get that hoppy aroma as well. Like, it might be bitter. So hopefully it's not as bad as I think it's gonna be. I hope it's good. Cheers. First thing that hits you is the bitterness for me. Definitely feel it on your tongue. It's sort of like kind of mouth coating, but it's not too intense. It's not super intense. I had a sour sap like a week ago, and that was just too much. That was a double IPA by Treehouse as well. I didn't do a video on it, but that bitterness was very intense. It was really hard for me to finish that glass. But this was pretty okay. It's bitter, don't get me wrong. It tastes like an IPA. It's bitter, but it's not too bad. No sweetness at all. Good mouthfeel though. And this is a good IPA, but is it like the best IPA I've had? Maybe it's like tied. So like the American IPA, the Bell's Two Hearted was good. The Julius was good, and this is probably on the same level. See, here's the thing: if the bitterness was gone, this beer would be awesome. Like not even gone, just taken down a little bit, like taken down to like the pale ale level. Yeah, the Imperial Brown Ale I had. If it was like that bitterness, this beer would be great. I mean, it would be something I can drink a lot of. So where would I put this on my list of beer styles? It's not in the top 5. It is definitely in the top 15. I think I like this more than the pale ale. And I think I might actually like this more than the American Amber Ale. That Belgian style pale ale was okay. It's okay. You know what? I'm gonna put this as a tie. So this is coming in at number 14, tied for 14 with the American Pale Ale and the New England IPA. Not a bad thing. This is still a good beer. I'm pretty sure it's on the same level as like the Bell's Two Hearted or that obviously that Julius. It's the same brewery, but it's good. It's just not something that would definitely crack the top 10, to be honest. Bitterness for me is the deciding factor for a lot of beers, especially something that I can drink a lot. You probably have to drink a lot of bitter beers to get used to that taste and to actually appreciate that taste. But for me, I'm just not there yet. So hopefully on the next go around of all these styles, I think I might just do the top 20, find new beers for the top 20, or find stuff with adjuncts to see if that in any way changes the way I view this beer. Maybe I'll get used to that bitterness. But right now, coming in at 14, the New England IPA. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. It's one of the best IPAs I've ever had.